One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. James Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This defense for the Colts, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. The Giants had 6 and 9 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
19 right.
Here's Hurts to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
70, Timberwolves.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't say it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
The gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 3.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. He decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Go, Reed, go! 19 strikes, 19 strikes!
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts looking deep for Julio. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag throw.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Pat the street, pat the street. Check contact, check contact.
Hurts. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 12 on the year. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Through one corner, 14-7 our score. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
But 1st down, Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Check pass, check pass.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Completion here to Claypool. And he will have a Giants 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready?
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Robinson will try to pick it up. It's a room to maneuver. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. James Robinson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
21, Giants 10.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
How about that there? no frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. This one brought in by Jefferson. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Go check. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Go.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Trap 60.
They go play action with Hurts. Dancing to his left. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They hand it off to Mostert. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Street. Hey, check that. Street. 19.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
18. Broncos. Back to 60.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fields this way up at the 17.
Nobody on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's got this to Jefferson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Play action, it's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Lawrence will throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll run here with Pierce. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Colts. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Colts 28, Giants 20.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded right around the 8.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Ready? Ready, Lions.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Warriors 17. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talked about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. Hurts will throw. It's complete, and he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Gets the dump off to Pierce. Pushes past him. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Robinson, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On second and goal, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
4 yards.
19.
Second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
To throw on second and 6, Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 15-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Throwing on second and 8, Hurts. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Hurts sets up to throw it. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. From the 6. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Second down and a run by Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Throwing now, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence, St. Brown on the catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Here's Lawrence. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Lawrence. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. First and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 79 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. And that run right there, just what the doctor ordered.
You talk about putting it all together for your offense because no big run happens unless everyone does their job. And now you're thinking about ending the football game because you're in field goal range.
What a dandy this has been. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Give to Pierce now on the option. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Giants 35. Matt Prater sets your kickoff.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Hurts throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he'll have a 1st down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go!
They'll look to throw. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
19.
Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
18 running.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Get it. 79 Broncos. Back in 60.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away.